for their final series of MSC.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome them one last time here into the game for XYG and Cloud9. We're going to jump into the land of Dawn, straight up into this best of two. Cloud9.
All right, so what do we? So jungle versus jungle here, right? Not many times do we see the Julian up against this. So it's normally we see the Fredrin get knocked up by the Violent Requiem. It kind of works in that sense of things. How do we think the Julian's going to be able to dance around it? Do we think, for neutral objective-wise, which team do we think kind of comes out on top in the early game?
I would say, Cloud9 have a great composition to play around the early game, especially when it comes to the clear speed of Vs.Xyg on the Julian. But the thing is, what's a big concern for them has got to be the CC. If XYG get level 4 on Godjang and all the other members, their chain CC is going to be quite ridiculous into the first few neutral objectives here. Maybe the first two turtles will be a bit of trouble. C9 will have to utilize their damage output, maybe poke them down a bit. But we can take a look at the emblems here too, and we can see a very aggressive emblem set here for the side of Basic. Master Assassin and the Thrill on the Roger with the Assassin emblem and the Quantum Charge. Mark QT though, going for normal. It doesn't seem like, there's anything too crazy, but I don't know if Naisu approves of this. This is the bargain hunter. Noah Naisu, the building man himself. Maybe I expected Vitality. No, I'm just joking, obviously. The Gord here in the mid lane though. Actually talking about these two teams, we do know that for Vs.Xyg at least, he wants to try to raise the level of NA again. He wants to make NA great again. Yeah. Unfortunately, didn't go as planned.
Didn't go as planned. Doesn't always go as planned. But here they are facing off against XYG, a new aspiring region. And XYG has actually, kind of surprised a lot of us. China in general has just grown so much. And if they can topple over C9 here, it's even more of a statement showing that, they are the new up-and-comers.
Then I would say now, Detona's welcome.
Nice Detona's welcome. On to Zed. Zed gets bursted down. Vs.Xyg with a first blood. Turtle should be going over to C9 here. XYG forced to back off, and now C9 going for an immediate steal, possibly onto this purple buff. KelvJayon. The bouncing ball comes out, but no stun connects. It lands onto the creep. Cold World with a big Numenon blast, just his own way, does not connect, but Vs.Xyg gonna be able to take that purple buff.
Great early aggression from Cloud9, right? That wave cleared, the prio as well in lane for Milo. Able to bully kill VG in lane, get towards the turtle side a bit earlier, and unfortunately for Zed, he wasn't able to pop into Violent Requiem for that anti-CC fast enough. So they just punished him hard, even with the invade Cold World.
Big magic ghost of Flicker, nice Minoan's Fury from Godjang. Mark Cuda responds with an IMU of his own. The disengage comes in and nobody's down.
The damage output still overwhelming. A bit too much for XYG to handle in the early game. They still gotta wait for the Gord, for the Moskov, and even at this point, some of their frontliners to be able to take in some of that damage, because it doesn't seem like even Godjang can soak in that damage. Going back though to what we were talking about, XYG, they're coming in from China, up-and-coming region here in MSC. Meanwhile for Cloud9, NA was once top 3, top 3 regions in the world. So definitely the pressure, I would say, has got to be on Cloud9. Technically, both of them don't have anything to lose anymore, but still, going up against XYG, I think for the most part, nobody really predicted XYG to be able to beat anyone in the group. So if they do get C9 down, once a top 3 region, that's a big statement coming in from China.
Very fair, and speaking of matchups, we got a head-to-head there, but that was not our players. But I want to talk about the EXP lane, right? Milo has had kind of a weird showing so far. Wait a second, nice Numeon blast. The Magic Gush comes in, trying to stop Vs.Xyg. Vs.Xyg still goes in. Gets taken out. Zed able to get the Violent Requiem and take the kill. C9 lose out on that engage. Turtle gonna be up in 7 seconds.
Disconnected a bit in that initiation. Cold World with a great Numenon blast, but then Zane definitely overextending. Final slash into the Detona's welcome.
Doesn't connect though. Milo misses. Godjang trying to keep up the front line. Nice Minoan's Fury. Cold World now just trying to get away, but KelvJ chases him down, finds the kill. Now Zed moving on to Milo. Milo actually moving on to Zed. One more shot and he's down. It's 1 for 1. Cloud9 trying to even the playing field. XYG still a little bit behind. Now Vs.Xyg is going to move on to this turtle.
Should be for free now. No contest from Xianyu Gaming. And yo, you just mentioned it earlier. It's QVJ versus Melo, the XP duel. And we're seeing it here, 1v1.
Ooh, finally lands that Detona's welcome. Vs.Xyg gonna come in and try to get the kill for himself. And a good way to feed there. Mielo kind of backs off. He knows Vs.Xyg's coming. We want to get that gold to him.
In the famous words of T-Rex, nom nom nom, right?
Nom, nom, nom.
There you go. And all the Clippers have been loving that. They utilize it at the start of every video. And we get to see it from the GOAT himself of NA. Milo chomping down on Kill VJ on the Arlet. So far, you know, Kill VJ, he's more of an enabler for the team. Milo has been more of the, which is strange here, a carry on the Barats. He's been doing so much damage earlier onto Zed, taking him down. Also outplaying Kill VJ's final slash with the Detonas. Welcome. And for Cloud9, now it's a 3,000 gold lead.
And that's a good start, right? And you know, you're talking about Kelv VJ. He's a veteran, right? I mean, Season 4, Season 5, back-to-back champions. I think he's a big part of why Xyg has, you know, improved so much. Probably why China has improved so much. And Milo finally kind of holding his own. He's 1-0-2 right now. He's had a pretty rough couple days, but I think finally, you know, at least the stress is gone for these two teams. You know, at least they know, all right, here we're just playing. And sometimes that's when teams are finally able to kind of bring it out.
Yeah, maybe Cloud9, you know, they might not be able to take NA to where they were before, but maybe they'll be able to get an improvement. You know, last time we saw NA and MSC, it was 0 wins, I believe.
0 wins.
So
yeah, thank you.
They're en route, Trex, to change that, you know, path. I'm looking at Trex here. It looks like he's very excited for what's to come here in the next turtle. This is going to be the final turtle of the game, ladies and gentlemen. And for Xyg, remember, even though in the early game they haven't been able to find proper ground, you know, stability, they will be able to do so once they hit those item power spikes. So I'm looking at Yi1, I'm looking at Long. These two members will need their item power spikes before Xianyu Gaming can actually go for these big fights. And if they don't have it, I think it'll be cool for them to actually let it go.
I mean, definitely a viable option just to let it go. If they don't think they can get the big knockup, they need God Yang to get that big Minoan's Fury that it got earlier. Comboed up with the bouncing bulb. There goes another Detona's welcome. Brought back and get the double stun. Marcuti now looking for the target. Kill Jay able to get away. Mobazane going to get back onto this turtle. I think, like you said, Xyg, just back off, play it safe, wait for your opportunity.
They gotta. When the XP lane is down 2 levels, and it's an Arlet versus Barats, it's already a tough matchup there. Now 3 levels down, Kill VJ, because he tried to look for an opening for the team. But now looking at the items here, in-game equipment, we get a quick check. It's a Sky Piercer first item into the Windtalker from Mr. Basic in the gold lane. That's going to enable the snowball to be even crazier here in the 6th minute of the game. But meanwhile, for Long, it's still quite a bit away from that power spike, man. He only has a corrosion scythe building towards the golden staff now, and then we'll have to wait for the DHS. So at this point, maybe 11th minute, that'll be when Xianyu Gaming can get Long online. But it might be too late because Mielo, he's building up to be an absolute beast on the Barats early on, having that massive lead against Kill VJ and having those defensive items. So Xyg, it does really feel like at this point they can only just react to the plays that are being made by Cloud9 all around. And here's another one of those plays. Mobazane trying to go on to the purple buff, but it seems they're just going to try to look for an angle to siege.
Yeah, I mean, taking it slow, not trying to force anything. Gonna get this bottom tier 2, and even if they don't steal the purple buff, they're getting ground. They're slowly pushing Xyg back a little bit. Cold World with the bulwark, able to send some shots back. Now, you brought up Long earlier, and wait a second, Cold World might be a little bit of trouble. Able to dash back, nice final slash, connects onto Mobazane. Mobazane still dancing around. Zed looking for the knock-up, not able to connect. Mobazane still keeping the pressure on. He wants to contest for this orange buff. Long, though, locking onto Mielo. After that is welcome, but the Marcuti gets the IMU. No knockups from either side. In comes God Yang, though, with a nice 3-man knockup. Still not enough. Responded by the Numeon Blast, able to connect onto Zed. Long now, along with God Yang and Zed, back into the base. Cloud9 got what they came for.
Great plays coming in from Cloud9, attacking Xianyu Gaming from different angles, knowing that for Xyg, it's all about creating a very, very coordinated front-to-back composition. If they can't formulate that kind of formation here, it's just so easy for Cloud9 to dissect them, get them, pick them off one by one, and even Mielo flickered forward. He knew exactly how much damage he could take, how much punishment he could take, took E1 out, and then into Cloud9 as they now try to go for the translation of that team fight into the Lord. They get it for free.
I mean, free Lord, and again, just like the third turtle, I think it's smart again for Xyg not to take that. I think it's at a point now it's you got to try to bide time or let Cloud9 come to you, get into that bottleneck, and once again, God Yang just needs to land the big knockup. They got to get the combo. They have the final slash too. They have a lot of displacement skills, and as long as Long can, you know, he's almost on his way to that third item, just a little bit longer, that's when we could see maybe Long really popping off.
Yeah, you get to see the replay here. Mielo with the instant initiation. He saw Yi1 and went for it instantly. Well played, man. Very, very decisive. But if you take a look at the items, I don't know if you guys realize, Zed on the Guinevere, Sky Piercer. Seems like a very interesting build to go for right there. You can
Starlium Scythe
again. It's a Starlium Scythe and a Sky Piercer. So they're actually going to try to utilize this Guinevere as a damage dealer, even despite getting picked off early on twice. Now a Lord in the bottom lane. They've dealt with a holy defense. They might be able to go for the siege.
Ooh, Cold World in the backside, able to dash through a little bit. Magic Gush does come out. Zed misses the knock-up. Milo holding down the front side as well. Mark Cutie there, looking for a possible angle. Basic gonna start putting damage onto the mid inhibitor. Cloud9 just looking for a little bit of material. Milo does not fire off with the Dennis welcome. Godyang tries response, but misses once again and now pushed back. Basic doesn't want to force it. Nobody wants to force the engage at all. Mark Cutie back down to the boss side. Wow. Inhibitor does go down. 2 inhibitors for the side of Cloud9.
Clinical stuff from Cloud9, doing a very good job at just picking these turrets off. Zed wants to go in there, a bit too aggressive. Kill VJ.
Kill VJ as well. Yellow now back to the front. Xyg does want to force it, but Kill VJ taking a lot of damage, down to about 20%. Gets A up with the flicker. Dennis welcome. It's a lot of ults though to commit. Milo does go down for that one. Yon with the Magic Gush. In comes an Owen's Fury from Mark Cutie. Gets a knock up onto Zed. Basic still playing the distance along with Cold World. Basic gets another shot, but Zed does not go down. Cloud9 decides to back off. It's a 1-for-1.
So 1-for-1 trade there, the XP for XP, the matchup we were talking about. 3 levels ahead still. Milo still holding on to that gold lead, but now Basic has the Malefic Roar. And when we were talking about that power spike, it's kind of on time now for Xianyu Gaming. Lung has finally gotten those item power spikes, but like we said earlier, because the frontliners coming in from Cloud9 are just so ahead, it's going to be very hard even for Lung, despite him already picking up those item power spikes, to deal damage to the front line. I mean, take a look at that big Dino Man.
Big Dino Man walking down the map. Bloodwings does come in for Mark Cutie there. And Mark Cutie, man, of all the players, I feel like he's
Mark
really...
Mark
Cutie. Mark Cutie is in, and you're the man.
Oh,
or he's Mark Cutie, man, whatever you want to say. But Mark Cutie, I feel like out of all the players, he's really showed up this MSC. Cloud9 definitely, you know, they fall a little bit short this MSC. But Mark Cutie has definitely showed that he's got what it takes for being a rookie player, for being on the world stage. In my opinion, he's played some of the best out of all 5 players. Excited to see where he goes from here, but now in this game, second Lord is up. Does Xyg even try to contest?
I don't think they can, right? I mean, they don't really have enough damage. Those item power spikes, like we said, even though it's ready for Long, he'll only be able to go for the trade up top. And it's a tier 2 for Enhanced Lord. This might as well be the final Lord for Cloud9 if they're able to find those creative angles that they've been able to find all throughout the game. If they can still hold on to that discipline, something that was really tough to do as well in their first match, you know? Yes. But if they can, it'll be very scary for Xianyu Gaming. They still have a great wave clear, but the thing is, Cloud9 have so much damage to play with. They can just dive in, wait for the Lord to charge in, and then take control. Long is on it already, as all 3 lanes will be manipulated in a way while they're crashing, well, they'll be crashing down.
Zed's going to try to come in from the back here. Let's keep an eye on him. Lord does get melted down. Cloud9 just looking for the top inhibitor, not trying to force anything too major. Zed still looking for an angle, decides not to get the full engage. Cloud9, I mean, Cold World, able to get the stun on him. They're going to try to re-engage on this. 1 more inhibitor to go. They got a wave of minions coming. Can C9 shake something here? Can Xyg get the response? A lot of damage coming out from Long there. Nice final slash, but it gets immuned out from the Daytona's welcome. He's going to get gobbled up. Taken down. Wait, Godyang with a nice Minoan's Fury. Zed comes in, finds Mielo, but Mark Cutie responds with one of his own. Godyang getting damage. Mobazane able to pick up the kill. Long now with the spear, getting behind, locking onto Mark Cutie. That's a lot of damage. Long decides to back off though. Mobazane still in the back, but now he's alone. Zed picks up the kill. It's a 2-for-1. Xyg comes out on top.
They lose their final base turret up top, but they take down 3 members. Let's take a look at the STC replay to see exactly what happened there. Mobazane and the rest of the team, way too aggressive. They were able to punish Kill VJ, but then they kept on going in. Kill VJ still had the flicker to disengage, and they only lost 1. Long is online, the international marksman. Coming here again. That's a Malefic gun too for Mr. Long. You can definitely see the confidence building up for Xyg as they have reached their item power spikes. Even the Wishing Lantern now with the Divine Glaive and the Winter Crown. Now the new interaction. Remember, folks, You can, oh, that's a Spear of Misery that gets
nice
bounced back. That was pretty good, right? But
I love the
again,
interaction sometimes with the bulwark.
Yeah. No follow-up there, but it's okay. But for E1, new interaction for, the Winter Crown with a lot of different abilities. You can miss the gush now. You can be gushing while you're freezing.
You can be gushing while you're freezing. You ever freeze your gushers, bro?
We don't have gushers in it, though. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. But, Meal, can you Detona's welcome with the Winter Crown? That's something that I think you can do. If you get the nom-nom down, you can just, Winter Crown,
But can you Winter Crown before the dash?
Now that's a question that shall be answered by the GOAT himself, Mr. Milo. Cloud9. But Zed still sticking to that item build, a very, very aggressive item build. If he does get a pick with the Spatial Migration, you can pretty much say goodbye to whoever gets picked off. And you can already see here for Xyg, it's a bit of trouble, really, for them to take control back of the map. They're going to have to group up together at all times to look for pressure on the map. And right now, they're prioritizing the far lane, clearing that bottom side up so that they can try to contest for the Lord, because at this point, they really gotta.
I just want to say, wait a second. Dena's welcome does look on to GodYang. GodYang taking a lot of damage, able to use the Winter Crown. Out comes the Numion Blast. Does not connect.
Winter Crown.
Does connect onto Long, though. Magic Gush does come out from Yeon. Xyg forced to back off. The only ult they have left is GodYang's Minoan's Fury. Can he make it count here? Marcuti still has an IMU up his sleeve along with a Dena's welcome onto Mielo. Lord down to about 50%, but minions are on the base. Xyg has to send someone back.
It really is all about the decisive move for both. Final slash!
Big final slash into Violent Requiem. Comboed up Long, able to get the kill. Marcuti responds though with the IMU Minoan's Fury. Members dropping, GodYang first. LJ gonna be next, Basic with a huge Lycan pounce. Out of the way from Yeon's Magic Gush. The knockup does lock onto Zed there. Spear does not connect onto anybody. Cloud9 gonna try to move back onto this Lord.
Slowly but surely, Cloud9 utilizing their advantages up top, making it so that for Xianyu Gaming, they really got to send someone up top. With a man advantage, they strike, and they were able to pick up the 2-for-1. But now Zed, look at the play.
Zed able to come in, but he gets hit by the Dena's welcome. Just a frame, a millisecond, and Mobazane takes the Lord. It's 3-for-1, all for the price of Cold World. Long, though, gonna try to force something. Basic in a little bit of trouble. Immortality does pop. Long has the health to fight it out. Finds the kill, the shutdown. It's gonna be some nice gold into his pocket. Will it be enough, Mirko?
Oh, I think it will. The Lord's gonna be marching down in the mid lane here. And remember, for Xyg, they have a lot of wave clear to play with. They got E1, and they have Long. Ooh. Let's take a look at this replay here to end things off. I don't know why Basic was recalling with such low HP there. Oh,
Basic, man.
Xyg, they can actually go for the clear right now. They don't have a marksman, Cloud9. They have Mobazane and Marcuti, but they don't have sieging power.
Oh, the damage! Mobazane down! Xyg with the Magic Gush. And here comes Long, looking for more. He's hungry. Marcuti forced to back off. Cloud9 are choking down right now. They gotta figure something out. This is reminiscent. This is
exactly.
Do you remember the first game they lost in MSC groups?
I do.
It was up against a Moscow.
I do.
It was up against a Moscow.
I see your passion. I see your anger. I feel your sadness. But
We're here
did
for
not
MLBB.
expect
We're not
it
sad.
to happen again. Ladies and gentlemen, Cloud9, 3 base turrets, an enhanced Lord that they were able to get with such disciplined macro play. But again, one big mistake. Basic recalling in front of them. That might cost them.
Xyg
9-9, 17 minutes. Take a look at the item builds now. It's a BOD for Mr. Long. I would call him Mr. Chadman now. Long Chadman.
That's a Long Chadman.
That's a... I mean, that's what you want to do with the Melfic gun, right? I mean, you shoot from afar, you deal more damage, you do, I mean, with the BOD, extra more damage.
Extra more damage.
Extra more together was usually...
Big extra more damage.
Big extra more damage.
Big extra more big damage.
Skibbity damage. I think we can just simplify it with just skibbity. That would work. But look at this. Look at how they're able to play. Again, granting themselves some more pressure on the map with the clear. And it's really great that they always send Long down below, because you can always just match it with the Spear of Destruction. You almost read where Mr. Basic was there on the Roger. I don't know if he would take that
Captain
one.
Basic.
Captain Basic.
Basic takes a lot of damage, though. Is that able to come in? Mobazane there as well. Let's see if Cold World can find an angle with this Numion Blast. Does he have an inner shark in him, you know? The Numion Blast. The sidestep Numion Blast. A nice look from Mielo. but he gets purified out. Now he's in a bad spot. Winterground does come out. Mielo goes down long, able to pick up the kill, and Cloud9 are on the run. KillJ with the force through the Vengeance, able to get the dash. A lot of damage. Nubian Blast comes down. Cold World trying to find something in the madness. Mobazane there as well. KillJ brought low, but not taken out instead. Finds Mobazane. Long with the long hits from downrange. Cloud9 still on the run, but minions on the base of XYG. They gotta send back Yeon. Basic looking for something. Mark Cutie there. Can they find an angle here? Basic in the backside.
Thanks.
The Wolf is out. The El Capitan. He's gonna go for the minion first. He's gonna look for an angle. He locks on along. Can he make the play? Too much damage, Zed. Finds Basic. Mark Cutie picks up the pieces for Cloud9. Can he get another? Mark Cutie, the saving grace of NA right now. Final Slash does connect. Mark Cutie still there though. Yeon comes out, sends a bouncing ball, connects onto no one. Cold World, Mark Cutie against the world.
19 minutes in, we got a game in our hands. Let's take a look at the SDC replay again. Mark QT, the savior of NA. I think that could not have been said better. You can see the smile on Mielo, the GOAT's face here. I don't know if that's, you know, a smile, laughter of acceptance or of like disappointment.
You know, like the five stages of grief?
Yeah, exactly. The 5 stages of grief. We're seeing the acceptance very, very soon, very, very early. But at least for Cloud9 here, with the advantage that they got, they're going straight for the Lord, and it's an evolved one.
All right, they're going to be able to get it. Nubian Blast does connect onto 2. God Yang still trying to hold down the front side. Out comes the Spirit Destruction. Long coming down from long field once again. Mobazane locked up against the wall and taken out of the land of Dawn. Back to the Shadow Realm, Cloud9, and there's another Lord. And they're down Mark Cutie, they're down Mobazane, and Long's just gonna shred it down.
It'll continue. They can't out, and Long is doing so much damage at this point. They're down 2 members, like you said, no Mark Cutie, no Mobazane. They got Basic, Mielo, and Cold World, but I don't really think they're going to be able to help this Lord at all. That's an evolved Lord completely wasted now. XYG got the gold lead. They've been farming up all these Lords to a point where they got the gold lead back. You can see Mobazane there. Unfortunate stuff, man. Long just too good on the Spear of Destructions. You might as well call the BOD the Blade of Destruction too. You can see the face of Cold World there too, you know? Zane as well, just with the ultimate face palm. I cannot believe that hit me. And now, Mr. Dynaman in the mid lane. Mielo has already used a big resource. Long?
To run away, and now Long along with the team. Going to be shredding down the mid. They still have their inhibitors. They still can survive this out. But XYG has brought it to the full amount of a game. Big Final Slash, Nubian's Blast connects to nobody. It's looking rough. Basic trying to lock on to KillJ here, but Cloud9 can't get anything. At this point, is it 50-50?
I wouldn't say it's 50-50 just yet. When it comes to the team fights, yes, it's 50-50. But if you take a look at the map again, 3 waves of super minions coming crashing down. So for Cloud9, they've been losing a lot of these fights when it's all been on them. The advantages have all been on them. They've been dominating in the early game. Xianyu Gaming in the early game, we're just waiting for that item power spike. Once they got it, they started going for these big fights, and it has been working out for them. But Cloud9 slowly but surely are losing that advantage. If Xianyu Gaming get the far lane base turret, I think then it'll be a bit more 50-50 because really for the mid and the bottom, Xianyu Gaming have been able to control it really, really well. And take a look at Lung Chadman on that Moskov damage earlier. That was
big extra,
ridiculous.
More damage.
Big extra skibbity damage. God Yang
brought down to about 50% value.
Lung Chadman!
Mobazane! 60 seconds on the clock. When you're down a member with 30 seconds till Lord, and you got 60 seconds on the clock, the waves might not matter anymore. XYG, and I have a question. With 3 lanes going in, even though his record has not been great, should Basic go for a sneaky backdoor?
You know what? At this point, I don't know.
Skibbity.
Skibbity. We're just gonna throw out some phrases here because, oh my goodness, 23 minutes in. It seems like Xianyu Gaming, they found a way back into the game, and this might just be a play that can get them the win. That's as well can beat it out.
Ooh. He doesn't take the dash. Okay. He's going to be able to get away here, but Long focuses on a Cold World. That's a lot of damage. Mark Cutie there as well with some damage of his own.
13 seconds.
They're trying to stall things out, and watch for Basic up in the top side. All right. Watch for Basic in the top side. He's going to try to go for it. Basic, the hero, the man who has tried this multiple times. Can he finally complete it? Yeon, they're going to send him back along with 2 members. Long Not taking long to shred down this
Going for it.
this Lord. Cold World there to try to help out. Oh, nice damage. Long, responding back. Mielo able to take out Zed. That's big. Mobizain just shows up in the nick of time. Lord should go over to Cloud9 there, and now Cold World collapsing down onto Long and God Yang. Mielo there. Marcuti with the sidestep coming in. A nice knock up, and the Immortalities are popping. A final slash response. Cloud9 in a little bit of trouble. Still able to find Killjays. It'll dash back. Look at the Lycan bounce. Basic trying to lock on. Get stunned. Stop. Not able to fully commit, but the minions are here to back up Cloud9. Mobizain comes in. A lot of damage coming from God Yang, but the base will not stand. All they have to do is lock on, and Cloud9 takes game number 1.
Despite the massive hurdles, Cloud9